And this next thing I'm gonna tell you, this really some secret sauce. Offer flat rate shipping. When you start off on eBay, shipping is kind of like one of the things that you really don't know much about, so you're trying to figure it out. But they got calculated shipping, and we use calculated shipping when we first started because we don't really know much about nothing, how much stuff weigh and how much it's gonna cost to ship it and all that good stuff. But as you do eBay more and more and more, you're gonna realize that the items that you sell, if you're selling the same type of items, a lot of those items are gonna weigh basically the same weight. A lot of times, a lot of those items are going to go in the same type of boxes and have the same type of dimensions, and you're going to know exactly the range of what it's going to cost to ship those items. I don't offer free shipping unless an item costs a lot of, unless it's like $50 plus. If I offer free shipping, then if it's 100 plus, I'm definitely going to offer free shipping. But if it don't, if it's lower than that, they're going to pay shipping. So you just got to decide based on the amount that most of your items weigh and all that kind of stuff, what to put for the flat rate shipping on your item so that you're not losing in that area. But when it's flat rate shipping, people know how much it's going to cost to get it to them. They know how much they're going to pay. When it's calculated, you don't know and they don't know. Like, let's say, for instance, you're in Atlanta. Somebody from California wants your item. Well, if it's going to California, it's going to cost a lot more to ship it to California than it would cost to ship it within Atlanta or to Texas or something, which is like a kind of a midway point. So if there's a flat rate that you put for the item, let's say maybe $4.99, because most, t-shirts and polos and stuff like that, they're going to go for like $4.99. They're going to cost $4.99 to ship. They don't have first class no more. They got this other type of ground advantage type shipping or something like that they switched it to. It's gonna cost that much to ship it within that range, whether it's going to California, whether it's going to Texas, or wherever it's going. And that's a better deal for the buyer because they know exactly what they're gonna pay. They're not gonna be surprised. Hey, what's up, y'all? First off, all glory go to God, nothing to me. It's your boy Rifika. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope you have a great and prosperous new year going into 2024. And I'm here with another flexible income video for you. And like I said last time, we're gonna be focusing more on eBay. I'm gonna do like an eBay series because that's what it seemed like most people, when I started talking about this, ways to quit your job with flexible income so you can pursue your dreams in the entertainment industry. Well, the video I did about eBay, kind of covering a little bit, is the video that got the most attention. So I'm going to focus on that for a while. And really, eBay reselling is definitely a way that you always have money coming in on a regular basis from work that you did maybe months ago or years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to create what they call it, residual income. Of course you gotta work for it, but it continuously comes in and it becomes very beneficial to you, when you gotta go do your gigs for your acting or your singing or your modeling or your rapping or your spoken word and stuff like that. I'm in the car again today, you know what I'm saying, because my son is up in the house and he'll be making a lot of noise, and I don't want that to be distracting for y'all. But before we go any further, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can stay tapped in and tuned in for when I do these flexible income stream videos. Of course, right now I'm talking about eBay and how you can make steady income on eBay and all that good stuff, but I will be discussing other things as well. More flexible income streams when they come up, to talk about and give you ideas of ways to do that. I'll be discussing ways to start a business through Zen Business because like I said in the original video of being able to, do flexible income streams to be able to quit your job and pursue your dreams, starting that business that you can do flexibly through Zen Business or whatever platform you choose to use. That's your one-stop shop. That's that final piece of the puzzle. And I've been able to do that, and as I go further in that journey, I will be chronicling it and, letting y'all know some tips and tricks and things like that on ways that you can do that as well. The kind of thought process behind that. Of course, for my day ones, I'm going to still be sharing stuff going on with Rifika. You know what I'm saying? The people that got me up to 1,000 subscribers on here. You know, I share my music videos, I share live performances, I share my acting, you know, clips of stuff, various things like that. You know, podcast clips when me and my 13 Tribe member do the podcast and all that kind of entertainment type stuff. So you can see in real life how I'm putting this in motion as a full-time entertainer, as well as keeping that flexible income going and coming in, so that if something crazy happens and I'm not getting shows or there's another actor strike, I can still take care of my family. And then of course I'll be giving those reselling tips, you know, good things to find, how to find your niche and all that good stuff. But let's get into it. The topic today is actually, how do you get daily sales on eBay? And I can show you how to do that because I've been getting daily sales on eBay for about 2 to 3 years now consistently. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna get into that, and I'm gonna teach you exactly how you can do that. Because it's not hard, but it's different things that you have to do to make sure that you're continuously getting those daily sales on eBay. It's not one thing, it's a lot of different things. The first way to do that is make sure that you're putting things and items in your store with a high sell-through rate. I've went over how to check the solds on eBay in previous videos. I did it in a short. If you want to look at my shorts to see how you can check the solds, but that's gonna help you be able to do that. Checking the solds on eBay on that on that tab, and then seeing the sell-through rate. You want to make sure that you're putting things in your store that sell at a 50% to 100% to over 100% sell-through rate. And the way you find the sell-through rate, just to tell you real quick, to give you a quick overview of how you do that, you look at the amount available on eBay, and then you look at the amount that is sold in the last 90 days. eBay keeps track of all items that sold in the last 90 days. When you search a specific item or something like that, when you see it in the store, or really when you're doing your research at home. And what you do is you divide that number of the items sold by the number of the items available, and that's how you get the percentage of the sell-through rate. Now, of course, going back to elementary math, you got to move that decimal point over. I think that might be 5th grade or 6th grade. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's not 5th grade is elementary, not 6th grade. But you got to move that decimal point over back 2 times, and that gives you that percentage. Now, if you looking at items that turn out to be 100% or more than 100% sell-through rate, because there are more that have sold in the last 90 days than that are available on eBay, you're in a good space. Those items are going to sell quickly, and they're going to sell fast, and they're going to sell on a regular basis. That's where you want to ideally be. You don't want to be under 50%, because those items are going to sit for a long time. They may never sell. You know what I'm saying? But go back and look at my video that tells you how to find the solds, the short, and then in the original eBay video that I do, I'm talking about flexible income, eBay. I'm going to put it up on the screen so y'all can see what that title, that thumbnail looks like, so you can find it. I'll talk about it as well in that video. Always check the solds and put rare items that are not easy to find and it's not a lot of on eBay in your store. But make sure those are items with a high sell-through rate that are in high demand that people want. And those items are definitely going to sell for you. All right. Next. List daily. That's the next thing you want to do, because when you list daily, that gives you an algorithm boost. The eBay algorithm is going to show your new items that you put in the store to a lot of people at first. And as the days go by and it's not sold yet, then they're going to slow down the amount of people that's looking for it. Only people that they're going to show it to are people that are looking for it. Granted, if it is titled correctly, the title structure is correct, and it's a good item that eBay feels comfortable showing to their customers that they paid a lot of money to get on the platform to buy things from them. So make sure you're listing daily. An easy way to make sure you list daily is take your pictures of your items ahead of time. Have like a stockpile of photos in your phone ready to list wherever you are, because various things may happen and things like that. Me, I'm always on the road working or other places and stuff like that. Or if I'm watching our son and stuff like that, before he wakes up, I'm able to wake up earlier and do those listings and stuff. And I'm gonna talk about how to do eBay as a parent as well, before he even wakes up. So you can't really do that if you don't have the pictures already in your phone, because it's gonna make noise and it takes time to pull out the items and photograph them and stuff like that. So what I'll do, get you a whole bunch of items, photograph them, have the photographs in your phone already, have the amount of items that you're going to list per day, your set amount that you're going to list per day, and make sure that you have enough items photographed in your phone to be able to list your quota for the day for several days, before you have to take more photographs in your, your free time. So you already have them and all that good stuff. Then you'll be able to easily list daily. We tend to run into trouble listing daily when we don't have those photographs already in our phone, or we trying to do, a certain amount that day, like going through the whole process, sorting, photographing, listing, putting it up that day. Then it becomes harder to do the listing daily thing. But list daily so you can get that boost and do that algorithm. The algorithm is gonna be your friend when you list daily. And you're gonna see a lot of times when you list stuff, sometimes if it's in high enough demand, it's gonna sell right away. That tends to happen a lot if it's a good item. So that really feels good when that happens too. So you're gonna experience it if you haven't already experienced it. If you have experienced, put that in the comments. Another way to ensure that you get daily sales is to create repeat customers. How do you create repeat customers? Well, you definitely need to make sure that you figure out what your niche is. I'm going to do a video about that later on. Because if you have items that are in the same niche, then customers know that they can come to you when they're looking for those specific items that they tend to look for and tend to like to buy. On eBay, they have it where they can heart your store, or even eBay sometimes will recommend to a buyer that they follow your store if they like, what you're doing, like the type of things that you have. So when they like your store, they're going to get emails and recommendations from eBay when you put new things in on a regular basis, probably weekly or bi-weekly or something like that. eBay sends them emails that shows the new items that you put in your store. So of course, if anything that they like pops up in their email, and they're gonna go to your store and they're gonna buy that. I just thought about it. Some people may not know what a niche is. Well, specifically, a niche could be any. That's like a specific topic or items that you do. Like, think about it. There are stores that only sell automotive equipment, AutoZone, things like that. There are stores that only sell carpets. There are stores that only sell furniture. We see this all the time in real life. Well, we want to create this digitally online as well. So for instance, I have a store that does very well that sells sports apparel, sports items like teams, MLB, NBA, NFL, Major League Soccer, MLS. That's what I was trying to think of. NHL. College, all college type items, because they have all the types of sports in college. All the sports items, even I would even include polos in there or camping equipment, because if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods or if you go to Academy, you see all these different types of things in the store, and that's what I try to think of. Now, I don't necessarily try to sell, like your sports equipment, I have put like tennis balls or something, just testing it out and stuff like that. But that's not what tends to sell. What tends to sell a lot for me and do well for me is the sports apparel from the colleges and the professional sports teams and even the minor league sports teams. Those things sell well as well. So that's what I do, but that's not what you have to do. Then I have another store that just sells media. It's just specifically for media. So people looking for media, DVDs, books, CDs, things like that, they go on there and they get media. You may want to just do plush. You know, you may want to just do toys or put plush and toys together because it's in the same category. So you're not kind of backing yourself up into a corner. You know, that's what I mean when I say niche. Or sports cars. That's another thing that I sell a lot of, sports cars, comic books. I think about when I was a kid and I would go into the store that they would sell comic books and they would sell sports cards at the same time. Or maybe they sell one or the other. They got the comic shops. More so recently, when you go to the shops, they have the comic shop or they have the card shop, and they're separate. Well, I put those together because when I was a kid, you know, they used to do both of them a lot of times. So I have a store that does that, a combination of that. You know, you may just want to sell hats, you know, if you do well in that. You know, so that's what I'm talking about when I say a niche. Hopefully that cleared that up. But I'm going to do a separate video of how to find your niche to help y'all out with that in the future. So make sure y'all subscribe so that you know when that's coming up. Another way is to provide great customer service. Ways to provide great customer service. Be friendly, answer questions quickly. When people come in your inbox with questions about an item, they willing to buy. They looking to buy. That's like in a store. When somebody comes up to the cash register with an item and they have a question about it, well, they probably looking to buy that item. And if you take forever to answer their question, they just going to walk out the store. And that's what ends up happening online if people don't answer people's questions. So I treat eBay like people treat your Facebook Messenger or your Instagram inbox and email and stuff like that. I'm on that more than I'm on social media since I got on eBay. You know, you got to be nice to your customers, be willing to help them, offer, you know, free returns, you know, stuff like that. If there's a problem, you know, make sure that you address it quickly, be polite to the customers. All of the things. Think about when you go into a store or a restaurant, if people give you good customer service, do all of those things with your store as well. And people will come back and they will want to buy from you, and they'll want to buy more from you as well when you give good customer service. We know what customer service is now. Come on now. The next way to get daily sales, when you get 100 items in your store, 100 quality items with a high sell-through rate, which is sell-through rates 50% or above. You want 100% is better, but it's harder to find those items on a regular basis. That's when a lot of people see they start getting consistent daily sales, is when they get up to, you know, over 100 items. For me, because I was just throwing mud up against the wall and seeing what sticks when I started, man, it took me till I got about 1,000 items in my store before I started getting daily sales. But it won't take you that long because you're watching my videos and I'm giving you the information regarding focusing on sell-through rate to be able to get those daily sales much quicker. So 100 is like the bench, the bench point, because eBay, they tend to give you like 1% sales of about 1% to 5.5% or something like that of what's in your store. If you're doing real well, it'll be at 2% and stuff like that. So the more good items you got in your store, the more sales you're going to get per day. Definitely. When I started on eBay, they had something called promoted listings, and they still have it. It wasn't 3 years ago. It wasn't as, you know, where you had to have it for sure to get sales. But now it seems like eBay is transitioning where they really want you to be promoting your items through their promoted listings option to be able to sell more, because your competition is promoting their listings. So when you promote your listings, that gives you higher visibility. And of course, eBay takes a fee or a percentage of your sale or whatever the amount of money that you make on it. But it's worth it. You know, you decide what the percentage is that you want to do. They're going to suggest the percentage, but you don't have to do that because it's cutting into your profits, because they're already going to take the transaction fees. Then you got your promoted listings fees that they're going to take out as well. And then if you do something else I'm going to talk about later on, best offer, that's taken from your profit too. So you just got to decide what's best for you. I would not go over 10%. I would try to stay below 10%. You know, 10%, I feel like that's affordable. That's why I like to be. But you don't have to do that. I mean, promoting just at like 5%, 6%, stuff like that really helps. If you going over that, then they taking a big chunk of your money, and you're probably not really making much profit. And when you factor in the amount of money that you spend for the item and, all that good stuff. And don't do free shipping unless it's a high price item, because that's going to take away from your profits as well. So use promoted listings standard, not the one where they do the pay per click, because that could probably get you in trouble. So, man, got this. I know when I move my head, y'all can see a little stain on the headrest. I know that don't look good, but y'all know other people, got cars and stuff like that. Your head been on it for a while. That kind of comes with the wear and tear. So, yeah. trying to hide it, but it's still showing. So it showed when I move my head and stuff when I'm talking, but it's all good. I'm rambling. Next, another way to make sure, another combination that you want to add in it to make sure that you get daily sales is to send coupons. eBay, when you have a store, they have different store levels you can buy and stuff like that. Basic store. I forget the names of the other type of stores they have, but they're very beneficial to you, because you're not paying for the amount of listings that you're putting up per month. They give you a certain amount for free insertions and all that kind of stuff. You're not paying insertion fees and all that good stuff. And I probably need to do videos on that so y'all know what all that is, but you want to have a store so you can run different promotions and things like that they have, where they have coupons that you can create that customers can use. Like I like to use the volume type coupons where buy 2 get 2 free type things, or buy 4 get 35% off type. Send those coupons to customers after you sell to them, to encourage them to come back to the store and buy something else. You can also put a coupon on everything. I used to do that, but I don't really like doing that now because it ends up taking a lot from your sale, especially if you do a best offer and then they got the promoted listing fees and your transaction fees, and then you give them a coupon, really may not be making much. And you're doing a markdown sale on top of that. Yeah, so I just like sending them the coupon, and I like keeping afterwards, and I like keeping the coupon when they got to buy more than one thing to get the deal. This is a big one that I saw to get regular consistent sales, and it really helps when your sales slow down. Run markdown sales. They can last for about 45 days at the most. Then they don't let you just run it continuously or whatever. I'm not sure exactly why, but they don't. But those are real beneficial. You will notice every time you run a markdown sale, you will get more sales coming in, even if you're not able to list daily. You'll still get regular sales coming in, but like I say, you should list daily, because that in conjunction with everything else I said will help you get more sales. Those markdown sales, man, that's what really helps, because it'll show it marked down. It'll be slashed on the item. Like they'll see where it used to cost one thing and they'll see what it costs now. And, that gets people excited. Like they feel like they're really getting a deal, which they are when you do it like that. So run those sales. I run it at about 25%. I do a 25% markdown sale on my whole store periodically. I don't run them all the time, but, most times I try to keep them running, monthly and stuff like that. Around Christmas, when I knew people were buying Christmas gifts and stuff like that, I wasn't running the sale because I knew people were going to buy anyway. But as it got closer to Christmas, where I knew people weren't buying anymore, I started another sale up and watched those sales roll in, because people see those markdowns. And when you run those markdowns, they also notify your people who subscribe to your store and people who've watched or, liked an item that you have up, but they didn't necessarily buy it. They'll see that it's on sale. They'll come back and buy that item. So run your markdown sales. You can find that under the promotional tab as well online on eBay to be able to set your markdown sales. You can decide what you put in your markdown sale. You don't have to put everything in it. I just like to do that, but I don't let the new items I'm putting in be a part of my markdown sale. But I let all items previously that were in there be a part of my markdown sale, because they just been, I ain't gonna say they've been sitting, but some have just been sitting. So that may help them shake them loose and get people to buy them when you do that, when you run them sales. Another thing that help you get daily sales is sending offer to watchers regularly. eBay is gonna let you know when people have clicked the heart or whatever on your item, or if they just watched it for a minute, and then you can send them a offer, a price lower than the original price that it's at, that'll make them want to buy it. It don't work all the time, but it does work a lot. Taking it down like a few dollars, they feel like they getting a deal. Sometimes they can counter offer you. You don't have to take their offer. Sometimes they gonna send you an offer. eBay has the best offer option on there for your items. And it's good to have that on there because people may not want to pay the price that you have. Of course, you're gonna get some low ball sometime. And they have somewhere you can write a message and let them know, sometime explaining to them, this item's kind of hard to find. This is as low as I can go on and things like that. Sometimes people will try you and try to get you to go lower, but it's just a back and forth game. Kind of like eBay's like a flea market. You go to the flea market, or like when you used to go buy piece and chains from the mall back in the day. You got the cats in the middle in the kiosk thing or whatever. They'll take a price, you offer it, they'll go down on the price and you negotiate and stuff like that. So, or like when you buy a car, you negotiate when you buy a car and all that good stuff as well. eBay's the platform where you can do that. Or you just have it at the price you have it at, but you're not going to get as many sales when it's just set at a price and they can't negotiate with you, unless it's an item that's really, really, really in high demand, over 100% sell-through rate. When you see those offer to watchers come up where you can send an offer to a watcher, make sure you go ahead and send that on to them right away. Several times a day. Sometimes they buy it right away if it's a good enough offer, or they buy it when they see it as well. Become a top-rated seller. Ship daily. They have an option for top-rated plus as well. I don't know the top-rated qualifications off the top of my head. It's not very hard to get if you're doing a good job on eBay. You will be that fairly quickly. Qualifications be top-rated plus. You have to offer 30-day free returns, and you have to offer 1 day or same day shipping. When I changed over to that, I noticed my sales started, ramping up as well, because that's a great deal for the buyer. When you have that in your top rated plus, eBay is going to give your items more visibility. They're going to push you more towards the top because it's a better deal for the buyer, and they don't have to wait long to get their stuff because they're in competition with Amazon. You buy something from Amazon, you get it that day or the next day. Well, eBay wants people that does that as well and can provide that service as well. So, of course, they're going to promote you to more people if you're giving 30-day free returns and you're giving same day or next day shipping. I like to do 1 day shipping, not same day, because that'd be too much pressure. So, but it's all up to you and how much time you got and all that good stuff. But that helps you get daily sales too. We have come to another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions for me. I'll be happy to answer them. I love talking eBay. Like, comment, subscribe so you can be tapped in when I put up my next videos about this kind of thing. If you made it to the end, for my people, the HBCU people, they might not have made it to the end because I know they want to see more fifth quarters and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I am going to start that separate channel dealing with just HBCU shorts and HBCU videos and stuff like that. So that is coming. I'm thinking about starting that at the beginning of the year, but I'm gonna keep on uploading content on here because I want to make sure I keep giving that information to entertainers and people that feel trapped in a job, but they want to be in the entertainment industry. They want to be free to do their art, but they don't know how they can pay their bills. Well, this channel is about people being able to do that and seeing somebody in real time, in real life, pursuing their dreams, doing their art, at the same time having those flexible income streams that will help them to be able to pay their bills no matter what happens, because you have to have that. So hopefully you stay tapped in with me. Come back. I got more to come that's going to help you out. The next video I do will be how to find your niche on eBay. because that's very important. And that's going to be the next thing that I talk about. So until next time, always remember, only what you do for Christ will last. And y'all be blessed.